Hello and welcome to KestCast. We're running. We're just gonna go do our quest, and then this happened. We're playing Vampyr. Why? Something. Oh, he looks interesting.
Why's he got horns?
Because he is.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You
I just wouldn't be upset by it.
made me this
Living
creature.
forever sounds amazing.
What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Stop your riddles.
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Could also take it as a compliment.
My child, I bring understanding.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
It seems very
This
witchy.
has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Okay.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Yeah.
The vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity. Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Who are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival.
Waverly.
I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
That's fair, to be honest.
Thank
I
you
was
for
on-
your time.
On my way to
We'll talk
do
later.
something. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a
Doctor.
person.
I will not let you down,
Mortimer
my
Goswick. Oh, that picture is not flattering.
Mortimer's not flattering.
Yeah, but the name is also not flattering. Okay, I need to find Dr. Tippets. While I steal some medical supplies. We hired this new doctor and all the medical supplies keep disappearing. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
That's a lot of blood. Oh, the dragging.
What?
Dragging in or dragging out?
I guess dragging out?
What up, Lydia?
Jonathan, my sincere condolences for your loss.
Your kindness is much appreciated, my lady.
Is there anything you require?
Some love.
Are we condemned to attend the funerals of all we love?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan. Present company excluded. Accepted.
I don't know what to expect.
What do you
Am I
think
cursed to an eternity of solitude?
after the first, like,
With time,
generation
we
of
intend
people
to go
die,
into
you would be
isolation.
used to it for all the other
If we
people you
survive long
come to know
enough, it
and
is.
care about?
Like being a
As a
vampire.
practitioner of the medical sciences, I'm prepared for the death of
You
loved
would,
ones, but mourning
I think,
the
get to a
shadows,
point where the people that you
deprived of sharing one's grief.
grew up.
We are
Well,
no longer a part of the circle
this is
of
the other
life
thing,
and
because being a
death.
vampire, you'd have
We
to
are undead,
probably
my
distance
friend.
yourself
And so we are
from people.
outcasts.
who knew you. Because eventually, like, there are people that you went to school with that are dead
I
or
spied
dying,
my
and you
mother
still look
at the
however
funeral.
old you are.
Yeah.
Have you ever revealed yourself
But I think
to a
you'd get to
member
that
of your
point
family?
of, like, your generation
No,
dying, and you'd
Jonathan.
sort of be like,
And I'd advise you even from thinking about it.
I think she
Are we
wouldn't
then
get very
condemned
close to people
lie
now.
To those we
Yeah.
love?
We are creatures of deception, my friend. but this is more for their sake than ours.
Is it?
But what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
Don't do it!
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining the attention of vampire hunters.
Ah, I see.
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
I think she's played a round or two of this game. Alright, Tippets. There you go. Where are you going? Oh, I just stood to that tent there.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us.
I thought we've already talked.
I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
How about be a
we
better
know each
doctor?
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Doesn't sound like a
Tippets,
proper
yes, I
university.
I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses.
It seems very like
He had nothing but praise
community
for you.
school.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Alright, personal questions. About...
I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
No, okay, you're being pretty honest about this. Why not stop practicing
Why
him?
not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
What was the nature of the
In
mistake?
these times, I think that's like pretty fair.
My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Well then. Tell me about
What
the
can you tell
staff.
me about the staff in the hospital?
Now we have to get to know some of these things so we can use them later, I guess.
During this
So I get more
trying
hints.
period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive.
Getting to
character
know
traits.
all the hints and stuff is going to be hard. Oh, positive
Tell
characters.
me more about cherished people then.
Nurse Branagan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
Yeah, new hint.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
That's sexist.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Fair enough.
That's not how you administrate.
Yeah.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation?
I could not imagine running a hospital or something like that.
This hospital is not
That
exactly
is from
the
my
best, London.
time of watching
I'm
Scrubs
sorry
though.
you're used to
Through like
working
most
in
of the
better
seasons, everyone
environment.
hates Dr. Kelso, but he's actually like sort of a nice person that just has to do a really shit hard job.
I mean, sort of, but
I mean, you find out later that he's nice, but like he doesn't have time to be nice to like
It's not exactly the best
residents and
situation in
interns
London
and stuff
either.
because
I
yeah,
couldn't
but
Most-
he doesn't have to be
expected this
deliberately mean to
hospital be
them.
prepared for what was to come.
boogie.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed.
But then there's people
This
like
hospital does not lack talent.
who's the one that's really shit at everything?
It
Doug.
just lacks hope.
Personal questions. It said hint revealed. What hint? Oh, whatever.
Not this hint.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippets.
Other hints later for other questions.
Other
For
hinty
different
hints.
people.
Oh, I got some experience from that, I think. Cool. Oh, so that's how I can get experience, by
Talking.
talking. The talking experience. Ah, Miss Branagan, you are worth 3,000 XP. You're pretty old. Maybe it's your time.
You don't want to clean that floor anymore.
Good evening, Nurse Branagan.
Good evening, Doctor.
She does look like she's lived a life.
She's looking
Medical.
right at us.
Medical assistance nurse.
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
That's the wrong button. Alright, you are actually healthy. Alright, cool. Personal questions. Tippets praises you. I thought it said misses you. I'm like, what did they do?
Tippets did. I know
He
his mistake
yearns
caused
for you.
Passion's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippets would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Branagan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippets in our
Yeah, he's being
situation?
very high and mighty for like the situation they're in. I understand what you
I
did.
can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippets.
I think you did the right choice, and for that, I won't eat you.
Why does Dr. Tippets claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for
Really
him,
good
I
gummies.
probably would have left for Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippets does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Okay. That one.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippets. Shall we say, misdemeanor?
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr.
What was it
Tippets
that he
is a
actually did?
brilliant practitioner. We
He
most
got the wrong
definitely need his
diagnosis and then
know-how.
administered the
you're
wrong
right.
thing,
This is a
then
huge
wrote it up
risk
as
we're
something
taking.
else,
Dr.
saying that was
Tippets
kind of more a
must
natural
regain his
cause.
confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
I've already talked to him.
Look, my bad.
I completed an investigation.
What can you tell me about the recent events?
Pretty happy about that.
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones
Now, I'm
in her
amazed.
room, then ran away.
Do you remember when we were
see
talking on
this?
QuestCast about,
I was working
I think
by
it's the
the
Red
Thames
Cross,
when it all
and how you can't use the Red Cross in
I only
games?
entered the room when they asked
So
me
this
to clean
game
up
has
the
done
blood.
it, and I find that interesting.
It's not on a first aid kit, though.
Yeah, it might be the thing. I need to look it up again. Where is Miss Jones's body?
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't
I
no
don't
idea what
know.
she was saying. I didn't pay
I'd
attention.
imagine
Yeah.
the morgue.
What?
It all happened so quickly.
Sean Hampton left the hospital.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first, I thought it was someone who was just scared, but
Who was Sean
well,
Hampton?
maybe
Why do I
it
know
was
that name?
him.
Well, he's obviously someone we're looking for.
I'm
Yeah,
not
let's find out more
familiar
about the
with all
staff.
yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant
I think that's the
professionals.
question that'll get
Imagine
you.
having one of these
Dr. Swansea has a
conversations
gift for
with
recruiting
someone in
talent.
real life,
Most of them.
where you
Is there a problem I should
like,
know about, nurse?
go
It would
really
be
into depth with
inappropriate for me
one
to
subject
speak
and
ill
then
of
suddenly
a
it's just like,
colleague.
alright, now tell me about this. Okay, cool.
Ah,
And
yes,
now
yes.
tell me about this.
Ah, yes, your dog Fluffy
Yeah.
is very good.
And what about your
Okay, so
personal
about
life?
those murders.
Yeah. Like, we could easily question her about
Is
her
there
life
anyone
here
that stands
as
out?
well.
Well,
And it's like,
I
we're
have
just
never
talking
met
about someone
as
who murdered
dedicated
someone.
as Dr. Tippets. He should be a standard for us
Get
all
married
here.
already and shut up.
If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
New hint available.
Nurse Branagan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No, I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
The text said doing his best. Was there something you wanted to say
Yeah.
there?
Things here.
Excuse me?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy.
Where?
More
I'll
lethal
find him.
than every bullet from a gun.
Is he behind me?
Could this hospital
Do you think
fail?
this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all
No.
volunteers here, and we're trying to hold
Do you reckon if you
fast.
like fuck up this area that the
How
hospital
do
shuts
we
down?
beat an invisible killer?
No.
Some nurses have already resigned.
Be interesting if you
invisible enemy.
did, but
Quite a poetic.
I don't think
I
it
don't
would
think it could.
especially from a
because of
nurse.
your hideout
Sorry,
being
Doctor.
here.
yeah.
These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
You could. I'll
At
do a
worst,
good
I think
day's
maybe at
sleep.
the end of the game it might
Goodbye,
shut down.
nurse. Call me if you need
Like
assistance.
Yeah.
in a
Alright.
epilogue thing.
We have not done too much main story, but we found out a lot about people in this episode. So thanks for watching. We will catch you next time.